Hey guys, back again with another business video for personal trainers and for those at Puregym. Alright, so this video is about how to not burn out. So let me put this up here, burn out. Let me put a cross through that. So, burning out, what is that even? So, burning out is a situation where you're just tired and fed up and just had enough, basically. And I've been there. You know, the money's rolling in, but you're just, you're getting a bit frustrated. You're just, the energy's going, the passion's going. And it is really the worst place to be, especially if you're self-employed. A lot of people, might be burnt out in their normal jobs, but, all they have to do is turn up and they get paid. But with you, you've got to give the energy, like you've got to give your best service, otherwise the clients will essentially go elsewhere. And energy is infectious, especially in personal training. So you really don't want this. And the requirement of what's required of you to make the money. The long hours, the early starts, the late finishes. You can't afford to be anything near this. Anywhere near this. You need to have the energy, the drive to want to wake up early, 5 a.m., go to bed late, and maybe even work weekends. So there's you need to avoid this at all costs. So the number one way to avoid burning out is you want to stick to a routine that works best for you. So I've managed to find a great routine that works for me. So I'll tell you my personal routine, then we can talk about the different options. So I work in my gym Monday to Friday. Yeah, I don't work weekends. I used to, and I've done it, especially at the start when I was new to the industry and new to the role, and I needed to get my business up and running quickly. But after a while, I realized that was not sustainable. So Monday to Friday. So Monday through to Thursday, I will work 6 a.m. through to 2 p.m. Then I have my siesta from 2 p.m. to 5 p.m. and then I will do an evening shift from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. So when I say evening shift, it's just me training clients. No one's telling me that I need to do a shift. That's just how I call it. And on Friday, I only do 6 a.m. to 2 p.m. for Friday. If that makes sense. So Saturday and Sunday are off to relax, do what I need to do, social media, whatever. Yeah, but I'm not in the gym. And even then, on the weekends, I don't train, because obviously I'll train pretty much every day, but I won't train at the gym I work at because it's like going to work. So I'll go to another gym. So Monday to Friday, so weekends off. So yeah, this works for me, you know what I'm saying? I break up the day, and I really enjoy training in the mornings or training clients in the mornings because the gym is quiet. Eventually I want to drop this 5 to 8 p.m. because the gym is just too busy. Eventually I'd love to be in a situation where I can enjoy my evenings and afternoons and, live more of a life of balance whilst making more money, essentially. So the reason this schedule works for me is, I work in Canary Wharf. So, a lot of big offices, big banks in the area. And generally people will want to train before work, lunchtimes and after works. So for me, 2 to 5 p.m. is essentially, not many people are going to be training at that time. It's just not a great time in my gym for people to train. Now your gym might be completely different. So you want to kind of work a schedule that works for you. Maybe your gym, is in a, place where there's lots of residents and not really business offices. So maybe lunchtimes are dead because everyone's at work. So maybe it's just before work and after work, maybe you have to come in on a Saturday. But the main point of this is just find a routine that works and gives you enough time to rest and do other things because, you don't want to be in the gym all day, weekends. It's just too much. You might be in a machine, but, how long are you going to do this for? Like, what's your end strategy? You're going to do this forever? 10, 20 years, 30 years? You're never taking a break, so really think of a way that works. And if you watch some of my other videos, you'll see that money is not everything. I mean, I love money. I want a lot of money, but this is a very real risk which will destroy the money. The money will just disappear because you just won't be able to stand your job. So next, this is an obvious one. You want to bunch your clients together. Bunch clients. So, for example, if you've got, 5 clients in the morning or throughout the day, instead of, seeing one at 7, one at 10, one at 2 p.m., one at 5 p.m., one at 7 p.m., just bunch them together if you can. You know what I'm saying? So straight client. You know what I'm saying? So, 6 to 7, 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 9 to 10, 10 to 11. You're done. You know what I'm saying? It's just a much smarter way to do things versus, you get into training mode, getting out of training mode, getting into work mode, out of work mode. Just get them together and, obviously, to enforce this is going to require you to be a little bit stubborn. You need to kind of stick by your schedule. And clients, they don't need to know. You know what I'm saying? Someone might ask, can I come in at 8 p.m. but your last client's at 5 p.m. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're gonna have to say, no, I can't do that, unfortunately. And with this attitude, obviously, great customer service would mean that, I suppose, you would, have that gap and come in later for them and accommodate them. But, you've got to think about yourself as well. Without you, there is no business. So think about yourself, be stubborn and, have the attitude like I do. Anyone can go, it's fine. I've lost great clients where I thought the world was ended. There was one time, last year, 2017. So my first 6 months in the gym, I had a client that was paying me £480 a month. Dream client, my best client. Yay, she was paying me great money. And she left and I couldn't believe it. This was coming up to Christmas. I remember at the time my girl, she wanted a special dressing gown or something. I wanted to get a standard one from Topshop, like a £20 one, but she wanted one of the finest dressing gowns on the market. And I took that hit and times were stressful. I almost became single Josh because I was so stressed. But life goes on, That was a proper short version of that story. But yeah, life goes on, man. The clients can go. So, ever since I've lost clients paying me a lot of money, and it just happens. New clients will come. So anyone can go. It's not worth sabotaging yourself for any one client. So really stick to your guns, bunch them together, stick to the times that work for you, and do not compromise. Do not compromise. This will bite you in the arse eventually. If you keep compromising on your business and your availability, it's gonna bite you in the arse, I'll tell you that. And yeah, also last point, when you wanna relax, you wanna go home if you can. If you have the availability, or if you have the possibility, go home on your breaks. Go home in the comfort of your own environment. You can cook what you want, chill out, watch TV, do more work. Just don't stay at the gym. I used to make this mistake. Well, there was a time where, I lived a bit too far, so, going home was a bit of a pain. So, I had to do what I had to do to, avoid this situation, make my business and life more comfortable. So I got a car. It's a lease vehicle. Cost me, how much did it cost me? Let's say about $280, something like that a month. But it's worth it, That's an investment in my mental health, downtime to be able to go to and from the gym. My car parking space, $1,300 for the year, down from $1,800, and it's an investment. Best investments I've made in the last 2 years, getting the car. Because people look down on a car like, oh, you're wasting money, this and that. Boy, this has made my life so much easier. If I got a gap, my rule is if I have a 2-hour gap, I'm going home. I'm gonna shower, eat, do what I need to do, chill out. Anything 2 hours or more, I'm going home. Less than 2 hours, it's fine, I'll do something else. I'll go to my car and do work. I'll just get out of the gym. I need to get out of the gym. Look around your gym, you might have some decent facilities nearby. My gym has a really nice 5-star hotel where you can just use the lobby for free. Probably best to buy a drink or coffee or something for £2-3. But really comfortable. At least you're away from the gym, you're away from other members of the gym, staff, clients. Just get away from it because you'll be sick of it and you'll burn out really quick. So these are just a few tips, things I've learned on how to avoid burnout. Hopefully you find them useful. Obviously think about your gym, You know, you want to, you know, on another note, you want to only be there when the gym is busy. So hopefully you can see that. Busy. You don't want to waste time being around the gym when it's dead, because, you know, it's just a pure waste of time. Only be there when it's busy. So again, I've based my times around busy times in the gym. This is when I'm not around, and you know, so you know, you're gonna have to configure how your gym works and base your business around that. So, hope you found that useful. If you like this, give me a thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe as well. If you want more useful information, download my free book, The Low Cost Gym PT Business Success Guide, which has helped me, you know, go from minimum wage to earning, you know, well over £5,000 a month, even as much as £8,000 in revenue in a month. Download it for free, link in the description, and I will catch you on the next one.